NFL Week 11, Thursday Night Football, finally a Thursday night game that's worth watching. AFC North divisional matchup between the Bengals and Ravens. The AFC North is the only division where every team in the division has a winning record. A lot of familiarity between these two teams. They know what each other likes to do, which usually isn't the case for a lot of Thursday night matchups with it being a short week and less time to prepare. We don't have that here with these two teams. Both Cincy and Baltimore coming off tough losses. Both teams last week were maybe looking ahead to this game here. These two teams played each other back in Week 2. And in that Week 2 game, Cincy was favored by 3.5 and Baltimore won by 3. But Cincy was a much different team back then with Burrow playing banged up basically on one leg with that calf injury. Now, in this game, Baltimore's favored by 3.5, which in these divisional rivalry games, they're always hard-fought, like close games, usually decided by a field goal. I think you have to look to the Cincy side here. Getting more than a field goal just seems like a lot in a game like this. And also, I think Baltimore's a bit overhyped after, beating a bunch of NFC opponents that aren't familiar with Lamar Jackson. Baltimore's splits versus AFC opponents and NFC opponents are drastically different and looks a lot less impressive versus the AFC opponents. The total is what's most interesting to me in this game, though. By now, everyone is probably aware of this crazy under trend this season. Unders in general this season are hitting 60% of the time, 89, 60, and 1 to the under. But when you narrow it down to just primetime games, which are Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night football games this season, unders are hitting 78%. 25 and 7, which is crazy. And it's not just this season alone. If we go back to the start of last season till now, primetime unders are 59 and 25, 70% unders there. This is no secret either. These under trends are talked about constantly, and despite the unders absolutely crushing on primetime games, this total has been bet up from 44 to 46. Sharp money immediately bet the over, and when you look at the two teams involved, it kind of makes sense. Sharp bettors don't care that there's this under trend. They're looking at this matchup alone, and there was a lot of interest in the over for both these teams last week, and now playing each other, it makes sense we're seeing over money. Baltimore in their game versus Cleveland last week combined for 60-plus points. Cincy and Houston combined for 57 points in their game, and both games were bet over heavily last week, and that over money got validated, so over money here isn't really surprising. In fact, because of this under trend, the total for this game probably opened a lot lower than it maybe should have. Something else that's worth noting in this game is the injuries. Baltimore has 2 Pro Bowlers dealing with injuries who haven't practiced all week and are likely to miss. Tackle Ronnie Stanley, he's going to miss, and then cornerback Marlon Humphreys is listed as doubtful. For the Bengals, they'll be without T. Higgins, their wide receiver, number 2, who'll miss his second straight game. And then, although Jamar Chase toughed it out last week and played through injury, he's still banged up, I'm sure. On the defensive side, the Bengals are going to be without defensive end Sam Hubbard, and their best pass rusher, Trey Hendrickson, suffered a hyperextended knee last week. But surprisingly, he was a full participant in practice on Wednesday, and looks like he's going to actually play, but can't imagine he's 100%. I lean Cincy here. I lean the over. Cincy's, really good in this role of an underdog in this range. In fact, Cincy's a perfect 8-0 against the spread the last 3 seasons as an underdog of plus 3.5 to plus 9. As of now, the only bet I have on this game is over 6.5 points for Cincy's kicker, Evan McPherson. Think at plus 110 there's value. I make the true odds minus 115. Any bets I make will be posted in the Betting Network Discord. If you want access to all the bets I'm making across all sports, plus access to the educational content and betting tools, you can join the Betting Network Discord. Invite link is in my bio. Some people say it doesn't work, the link that's in my bio, but it works for some people. I don't know what's going on there. You can always follow me on IG and use that link in my bio or DM me with any questions. That's all I got for this one. Till next time, good luck with your bets.